Hey everybody, I'm here on a special episode of Drive Time Marketing, and you hear a lot about social media experts and people who are experts in mobile applications. The person that you're going to hear from today, I can tell you is a true expert because he spends about 90% of his waking hours on his phone. This person is my summer intern. His name is Brent London. He happens to be my son. And we're going to talk to Brent today, and he's going to give us a little bit of an education. Some adults have expressed a lot of curiosity what teenagers and Generation Z, some are calling it, are actually using their phones for. Brent, thanks for joining us today.
No problem.
What is on your phone? Just take us through the apps that you use the most.
I have Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Vine, Facebook, YouTube, Time Hop, Tinder, Yik Yak.
So I'm guessing that some of our listeners have not heard of a number of those, but that's not where we're going to start. Let's just start with the basics. What's the first thing you check, let's say, in the morning?
I generally check Instagram first. It's pictures, so it starts me off easy. And it's not usually crowded with posts, so it'll be quick, but I can still get a chance to see what people did. It's not necessarily sharing a moment that happened within that past 24 hours. They could just go through their camera roll and pick a photo from a while ago that they haven't shared yet, and they could post it with the caption, a hashtag throwback, like a while ago.
Do you post pictures to Instagram?
I do. A lot of people like them, and it feels good to get the notifications of people like them, and it feels personal.
Can you give an example of when you might have posted an Instagram picture of something you're doing?
Sure. I went to the beach, me and my three friends took a picture. My three friends and I took a picture together, and I posted it on Instagram to, in a way, honor that I was at the beach.
Did you get a lot of likes?
I believe so.
What's the next thing you check?
Snapchat. Snapchat is an app where you can directly send pictures with a setting of 10 seconds. So when the person you send it to receives it, once they press the picture to view it, they hold it down, and then it'll only play for 10 seconds, and then it's gone forever. Another thing you can do with that picture is draw on it with colors and put little designs on it. You can draw on your face or whatever. Make it a little more fun.
Why wouldn't you just text someone a picture instead of using Snapchat?
There's something about it that makes it a little more fun. Texting is very sort of boring sometimes. There's a sense of fearlessness you get when sending a Snapchat. You make a funny face, and you still want to send it anyway because you know it'll disappear within the 5 seconds or whatever you set it for, and then that'll bring you and your friend closer together, which is kind of the sense you get, like a feeling.
So we've had Instagram and Snapchat. What's next on your list?
Twitter. When I check Twitter, I'm usually checking to see what other people have to say in writing instead of picture form. And the tweets will tell me what people did, but more specifically, if there's any joke that happened, you just want to know what was happening without a picture, because you're not always going to be able to take a picture. Sometimes people just randomly think of funny things, and then they tweet them, and those are always funny to read.
Well, I use Twitter, and I know that there are different things when other people react to your tweet.
You can favorite someone's tweet, which is essentially a like on Facebook. Favorites are not very common. You'll hear of people getting hundreds of likes on Instagram, but then you go to their Twitter, and some of their tweets have 0 favorites or 0 retweets. That's just how Twitter works. Sometimes it's hard to have a popular tweet. And then there's the retweet, which is the highest of praise on Twitter, probably any other social media app. The tweet that you retweet shows up on your profile. It just says at the top, for example, Brent London retweeted this. When you retweet it, everyone who follows you can see that tweet. So it's pretty much an opportunity for other people to see how funny the tweet was or how interesting the tweet was, and give it a chance to get even more favorites or more follows or more retweets.
The big giant social media network that kind of started a lot of this is one that you haven't mentioned, which is Facebook. There's been a lot written about Facebook becoming less popular with teens. Is that true?
It is true. I read a tweet the other day that said, does anyone even post Facebook statuses anymore? Which I thought was funny.
Did you retweet it?
I favorited it. It's not worthy of a retweet. It's old news when teens have gotten bored with it. And there's also the fact that parents use it, which can become very embarrassing when they get involved, and that obviously will cause teens to not want to use it. Lastly, there are advertisements which pop up. The advertisements are just annoying because when you're scrolling through, you really don't want to see that. You want to see what your friends are doing, and it just gets in the way.
Okay, Brent, well, that's been really helpful. So I think you've given people an understanding of kind of your main rotation of apps and other functions on your phone. Thanks. Hope to talk to you again soon about this.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mark.
You can take a nap now.
Yeah.